Welcome to the Weekend Live Show. We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night.
Is where I'm from.
Let us know in the comments right now where you repping.
Is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
Marshfield, New Bedford, Brockton, Malden, Tucsonville, Manchester, Albuquerque, Hampton, Hubbardston, Quincy, Hudson, Gardner, Hampton, Conway, New Hampshire, the Garden City, Agawam, Mattapoisett, Plymouth, Pittsburgh, Lake Titicaca, Los Angeles.
This year, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this country that you catch in the ambulance.
You have a job? What do you do?
Leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're scooping up your pants. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
You lived, I'd come to your house, I'd sit outside, roast marshmallows right in your fucking yard.
NFL on the house, come on, Dad.
Let's get this party started, shall we?
Yo, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everybody doing tonight? Good, excellent. Welcome to the Turtleboy Live Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Uncle Turtleboy. We're here from Turtleboy Enterprise Studios in central Massachusetts. I just wanted to remind you guys I shared the link to the stream on the various social media platforms that we currently operate. On Facebook, you can find my personal account, Clarence Woods Emerson. Go give that a like. On Facebook, you could also find us on the Turtleboy Daily News page, which has been up for like almost a year and a half now. It's like at 31,000 followers about. We're just a few short. Go like that. You can also find the Uncle Turtleboy page as well. All told, I think we're at like 81,000 Turtle Riders on all three pages combined. So we're getting close to 100,000. So go ahead and like those pages. On Twitter, please follow me at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy. Because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then I am definitely a doctor. You can also follow me at Turtleboy Phone as well. I'm currently suspended on that account until I think Monday or Tuesday. But, you know, you can find Turtleboy anywhere. You just got to look in the right places. You can follow us on the Instagram at Turtleboy_daily_news. I think we're trying to get to 3,000 on that. It's a new platform for us. So go ahead, follow us on the gram. All of our links are in the bio below. Join Turtle Club. I'd highly recommend joining Turtle Club as well. We do a stream. We do this stream, a show every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. It's kind of like a recap of the stories of the week. But I try to give you guys a special on Thursday in Turtle Club, something unique, different. Like last night, we did a story on Rachel Rollins that I have not publicized yet. So Turtle Club people get it first. You also join Turtle Club for $15 a month. You got ad-free on the website, no ads on the website. So none of those intrusive things about Asian women in your neighborhood, unless, of course, you like that sort of thing, which is okay, too. You can follow us either way. It doesn't matter to me. But you get ad-free, you get access to the weekly stream, and you get a free t-shirt of your choice. You just need to let me know. It's all in the description below, so hit those up as well. Okay, and smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're trying to get to, I think, the next milestone is 21,000 subs, so go ahead and like those all. Although I am thinking about starting a new channel so we can get monetized, because I really hate not being monetized. I miss the super chat. I like the turtle chat. We'll get to that in a moment, but I miss the super chat. But all right, we got producer Deb here. How you doing, Deb?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. I'm all right. So we also have a special guest with us tonight from across the pond. We have a good friend here. We got David the Druid. How you doing, Dave?
Radiant, sir. Absolutely radiant.
Radiant. Good answer.
Radiant. Excellent.
Radiant. I like that one. You're up. What time is it there? 1 a.m?
2 a.m., sir.
2 a.m. Did you just stay up or did you wake up?
I had a couple of naps earlier. I had a long day out in the sunshine with the family today, and I just happened to fall asleep about 6 o'clock for an hour. And then I watched the White Sox-Giants game, which happened to be on one of the British sports channels. And then I had another little sleep till about midnight, and then I got up and got ready.
And here we are. Here we are. David is dedicated. There's no one doubting that for sure. So
hell yeah.
Okay. So guys, as I mentioned a minute ago, we are banned. We got demonetized because we had back in August because we had the wrong opinion about Joe Biden's mandate of that word we can't say. So we didn't agree with that and vocalized my opinions. It turns out I actually endangered all your health by doing that. So they took away your ability to donate with the super chat. There's this function on YouTube where you can donate whatever amount of money you want and a banner comes up right? It's pretty cool. It's colorful, and you feel special about yourself, and you get to write whatever message you want on that. Well, fear not, guys. We built our own thing called Turtle Chat, and how that works is there is a link at the top of this called Turtle Chat. It's pinned to the top of the stream, the comments. If you click on that, you can donate whatever amount of money you want. And when you do that, you also get to write a nice little message. So you can write whatever you want. If you want, if you support what we do and you want to see the platform continue and you want to, the independent journalism we do. Crap. Time out. My light just fell. There we go. And you want to see the, that kind of stuff continue. Feel free. It's a free program. But if you want to pay, you can do that too. And you get to write a message on there. So you can get creative with this shit. Like, for instance, you can give a shout out to your friends. Maybe it's somebody's birthday. It's actually my dad's birthday. So that's why I was running a little late. It was at my dad's house. And, maybe you want to call somebody out. Maybe you want to get a little more creative. Maybe somebody's pain in the ass to you, owes you child support. You can roast them on there. So you can put whatever message you want to put on there. And essentially, it will be shown on the screen like here. Like, for instance, I got one already from our good friend Suzanne. She writes the following. She says, happy 246th birthday to the United States of America. Wow, we're coming up on... Hey, quiet. It's a sensitive issue with the Welshman over here. Sensitive.
You've got your independence, but I think you would have been better being ruled by a benevolent monarchy over here.
Oh, really? You think so? Like,
no, I don't think so at all. I'm just devil's advocate.
Meghan Markle?
I think you did just fine on your own.
Yeah, death by Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Okay. We got enough of her over in the States. We don't need her over there, too. Okay. So why don't we get started, Deb? Well, first story I want to get... Am I forgetting? Oh, how can I forget how we start off every episode, guys? So again, that's how you do the Turtle Chat there. If you want to put something in there, I will show it on the screen. You can get creative with it. Trust me. I'd like to see people get creative with that. But okay. How we like to start off every episode is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So why don't you let us know in the comments, where are you watching the Turtleboy Live program from tonight? Go ahead. Let's see. And hit that like. I'm with Mr. Freeze. Hit that like. And leave a comment afterwards. It helps with the algorithm. Shawana, Wisconsin is here. Norwood is here. Spencer. Bridgeton, Maine. Randolph, Massachusetts. Canton. Buzzards Bay. Fitchburg. Lynn. Let's see. Preston, Connecticut. That's a real Preston. West Boylston's. Wacoot Bay. Where is that? Wacoot Bay. Marlboro's here. Hanson is here. Lynn is here. Fitchburg, baby. Old Orchard, Maine. Lunenburg, Andrew Spencer's basement. Who's Andrew Spencer? Buzzards Bay is here. Canton is in the house. Quincy's here. Dennisport, Marshfield, Randolph is here. That one in Glendale, Arizona is here. Okay. Ayanna Presley's press office. Okay. On my waterbed, Conway, New Hampshire. Maria Rue's backyard. Might die. Be careful back there. That place is a fucking jungle. Who else we got? Waterloo, Iowa. Dighton is here. London is in the house. Chelsea by the sea. Isn't Chelsea in the sea? Newton is in the Prescott, Massachusetts. Okay. One of the original 13 colonies. Excellent. Thompson, Connecticut's in the house. South Hadley's here. Shelburne, Connecticut's in the house. Cheshire, UK. Undisclosed location. Dudley, Mass is in the house. Newton is here. Waltham is in the house. Tucson, Turtle Rider. Malden, as long as you're not at the Econo Lodge. The Lexington Green, which is the most... I did a rant on the Malden Econo Lodge. Yeah, don't ever go to the Malden Econo Lodge. I did one last night on that. Just don't ever go there, ever.
I told you, bud.
I know you did tell me, but you told me.
Call me next time.
Yeah, you were like, it's ghetto there. It's a bad hotel. It's like, yeah, I know. Like, some hotels are better than others. Now, this is like, you can't ever go there under any circumstances.
Well, you can't, like, you were already, like, headed there. And I'm, like, thinking, it's been, like, good, like, 3 years since I've been, like, over there and looked around. Maybe they did renos.
No.
So I didn't want to, like, sell them short. But no, apparently.
No.
They did put that fake marble floor down, remember? Like
yes.
I told you? That
whatever
you
it
feel
is.
like cum stained concrete.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I mean, it's a little better, yes.
Okay. That's good. All right. So anyway, why don't we start off? We're supposed to have a guest here. Let me message her real quick It's one of the moms from this story out of Bridgeport.
I'll
So
bring that up while you're doing that.
let me message her. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you for bringing that up. All right. So let's start with this blog out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is the biggest city in Connecticut. It's a little ghetto down there. And it starts off with a little boy by the name of Dominic Krankall, and his parents, Aaron Krankall and Maria Rua from Bridgeport, Connecticut. So we can go through those. There they are. Okay. So she says she is here. Okay. Is that her backstage? Okay.
I don't know.
No, she messaged me.
No, that's just you. I got nobody else.
Okay, so she's messaging me now.
Okay.
Click. She goes, "How do I get on?" You click that link I sent you. All right. Okay. So anyway, there's Maria Rua with her boyfriend or fiance, Aaron Krankall. They've been fiance since the beginning of time. Yeah, I go through her pictures and I see the duck face and I see the flat brim on the baby and the chin strap, and I've already formulated an opinion at this point. And I think most reasonable people have too. That I kind of know everything I need to know about you just from looking at that. Okay, so this is their neighbor, or maybe they share an apartment. It's not quite clear, but they live in the same building. Her name is Laura, and Laura is the mother of like 5 strapping young boys, which is just a recipe for disaster. And on April 24th, they were playing together with Dominic, that little boy there, in the backyard together. And I guess they were all friends. Now, Dominic is 6. And Maria and Aaron, there was an incident with fire. And Dominic burnt his freaking face off. And I wouldn't say burn his face off. He got burnt pretty badly. And the video is pretty alarming. And they claimed it was an act of bullying. So let me read this. Although I don't really need to read it. Basically, this is what the Aaron Krankall, the father, said. My 6-year-old looked at me and he said, "Daddy, he poured gasoline on a ball and he threw it directly into my face. He caught my face on fire with the fireball." And the boy was playing in the backyard with the 8-year-old and the 11-year-old, who are Laura's kids. And I heard him screaming, "Mommy, help me. They set me on fire," Maria Rua said. "My son has been bullied by this child for a year. That day, they purposely threw a gasoline-saturated ball that they lit on fire at my son's face. They called his name so he would turn around. They threw it at Dominic, and they left him outside alone to die. His face is about twice the size that it normally is. He's swollen with blisters." Okay. And we can see the bruising there. Like, can we see the pictures, Deb, of the kid's face, what it was like afterwards? Okay. So there they are. And okay, so let's play that video. Play the dad
auditioning for the new series of The Invisible Man, isn't he there?
Yeah. Play that video, Deb.
A 6-year-old boy in the hospital with burns on his face and on his body. His mom says he was hit by a ball that was soaked in gas and set on fire. Horrific story. News 12 Connecticut, Suzanne Goldkind joining us now from Bridgeport Hospital with more. Suzanne?
Good evening, Eric. Police say a few kids were playing with gas and lighters behind their home. That's when the 6-year-old got burned on Sunday. Since then, he's been here. His mother calls what happened bullying. We should warn you, some of the pictures in the story may be difficult to see.
It's absolute torture to see your child that can't even
For fuck's
food
sake.
in his mouth and chew.
Maria Rua can't stop feeling her 6-year-old son's pain.
Yesterday, he looked in the mirror and he said, "Mommy, why do I look like that?"
Police report the child got burned Sunday when a few young neighbors were playing outside with lighters and gas.
The 2 children that lived downstairs earlier were playing with gasoline and lighters. So as I was walking through the apartment to get to the back door, I heard him screaming, "Mommy, help me, they set me on fire."
Maria calls what happened bullying.
It's not like he accidentally was playing with gasoline, and then my son walked through it. He threw a ball at his face.
No, that's exactly what
My
happened.
son on fire.
For now, the hospital is home.
To watch him in pain when he's getting his face scraped is horrifying. I wish it was me instead of him.
I've just been trying to hold the tears back because.
Oh my God! Does
Stop it!
He's my best friend in the whole world. And just seeing him like this, and he can barely eat, he can't really see, but he's still just being a trooper about it.
But there's hope.
Thank God he doesn't need surgery. As far as scarring, there should be minimal to no scarring.
Touched by the boy's plight, people online offer support.
He's a strong boy and he's got a good spirit, and I know he'll pull through.
Now there is another side to this story. We went to the house.
Okay, you
where
can
it
stop
happened.
there. You
We
can
met
stop
the
there.
other family. They
So go down, show the GoFundMe there, the justice. Look how much money they raised on this.
The opening line when she says,
My best friend.
they've been bullying him for a year. Oh yeah, so you were just letting him play with bullies, were you?
That's another question.
Straight away, alarm bells are ringing straight away.
Right. So like this kid has been bullied by these older kids, and you just let them play together unsupervised in the backyard.
Yeah, right.
And like they just sabotaged him. Like these are the most.
She say in the police statement she was out as well? There she had he came running in screaming, saying, "Mummy, mummy, they hit me."
Yeah, there was some
But
contradiction.
she was out. Apparently,
So
wasn't
the headline says "Justice for Dominic, stop bullying," and they've raised $600,000. Now, suppose this kid had just burnt his face off, right? If he was just like in the backyard playing with fire, burns his face off, you ain't gonna raise shit from that. You might raise $1,000, $2,000.
what the judge in The Simpsons would call a case of boys will be boys.
Right. So this what gets them to raise all this money is the B word, bullying, because that's like a hot topic. That's like an issue that you're going to get people. Oh, this poor kid. I mean, these evil children, these deranged children that lit a freaking tennis ball on fire and threw it at his goddamn face. Like, you got to be pretty deranged.
And it also plucks on the heartstrings, doesn't it? The middle class mothers out there go, "Oh yes, bullying. We have to virtue signal that we're against bullying."
Right?
How do we do that? Oh, let's make a donation. It
also gets it to the
designed
media.
for that.
This isn't just people from Connecticut that are donating. You're not going to raise $600,000 just from people from Connecticut. So this story becomes a nationwide story, an international story. And let's look at some of the reactions of comments here from people who were just reading this, like their initial reaction. So they aren't taking accountability. Plus, the uncle of the boy who threw the fireball is a local cop. So they're saying that, oh, this kid's family is a cop. That's the only reason that they're getting away with this. Damn, that's crazy. I couldn't care less if he's a local cop. Someone has to pay. And so what does Maria Ruiz say? She says the mother of the child who did this was in front of the house making a TikTok in her car while her son was lighting mine on fire. I was home with my child. He was walking back upstairs from saying bye to a friend that was over. So at no point is she like, saying, hey, no, they're not so bad. They're not evil. It's like, no, it's all their fault. Because every story, every scam needs a villain. You cannot, you're only going to go so far without a villain, or else it's just an accident. Accidents happen all the time. And you might raise a couple grand from an accident, something, but a villain makes the story more interesting. And like this evil 8-year-old, this deranged 8-year-old and his mother who raised him to be like this, they quickly became the villain. And the mother of the child, blah, blah, blah. She goes, the police are still investigating. All we want is justice for our little boy. Justice? Who did not deserve
that word again.
Like they're acting like something like, what do you mean justice? What happened to you? Okay. And and there's a million things with this. First of all, they have no medical bills because the state pays. Okay. So that's one. So there's no medical bills involved in this because all of this is going to be taken care of. And as we're going to see with the kid's face, like, burn victim? Like, give me a break. Like, when I think of burn victims, I've done blogs on people that have like burn victims. Like, their faces are deformed for the rest of their life. You heard the mother. He doesn't even need surgery. I've never seen someone recover so quickly from a burn. Like, give me a break. And, but every picture they show, he's the invisible man. He's got the whole thing on, which probably helped a lot, with the healing.
I wonder if they overcooked the bandages just to pluck the heartstrings.
Look at Sonia.
That'd be a very cynical person to do that, wouldn't it?
No, it's true. No, but wouldn't surprise me. The leg was burned worse than his face, but we never. Oh, that's it. I didn't know that. I mean, look at the comment from Sonia there. She goes, "How does an 8-year-old know to do something that heinous? This evil family needs to be held accountable." So they're just vilifying this other family who did, I don't know, like nothing. But then Kayla, and how about Jersey George there? The family of the child that did this deserves street justice. Oh, he's a real tough guy. George's going to come down and give him street justice. For what? For what? Okay. So she's saying it's not.
He's offering
working.
to beat up an 8-year-old. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're a tough guy. Oh, yeah. She's saying it's not working. Are you clicking on it? Like, are you? What's the
Make
matter?
sure she knows she's going to put in her Gmail or whatever. Her YouTube.
Oh, you got the. All you have to do is enter your email, right?
You got to put your password in too. First time you got to sign in, like validate the Gmail. You know,
Okay.
whatever her Gmail password is, though. Yeah, should be that.
Okay. Is Gmail the only email you can have to get on?
Yeah, for YouTube. Yeah.
Got to be a Google account. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a Google. Yeah, Gmail.
Or
Okay.
can you sign in with Facebook as well, or YouTube?
I
YouTube account.
do.
Yeah, you can sign in with a YouTube account.
Yeah, which is Google.
But that's linked to Google anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
exactly.
can you send the link here? Okay, I'll send it again. It's right here. Okay. Hold on. She wants me to send this to her again. Hold on.
Has this girl been drinking with Suzanne again?
It's just like, you know.
Sorry, Suzanne. I love you.
Everybody gets thrown off by like the password thing.
To me, when I use StreamYard, it was the simplest fucking thing in the world. I'm like,
I have to say, I've never had an issue with it. The first time you said
I haven't. I never did.
And I struggle with technology sometimes.
Yeah,
And
you
it's just, StreamYard is the easiest goddamn thing ever. But whatever. Anyway, she goes on to say, Kayla says, it's so fucked up. This is Dominic's sister, Kayla says, so fucked up. We need justice for our Dominic. That little boy is nothing but a bully. You're talking about an 8-year-old boy here. First of all, let's not forget that. Everyone share the hell out of this. Okay, we'll bring her on in a moment. So we see you backstage. Glad you figured it out, Laura. We're gonna bring you on in a couple minutes. I just want to finish explaining this. So Kayla says this was 100% intentional. And look at this comment from the Susan woman. Like, you see what this woman's saying? Like, this is deranged. I know it was. This kid is pure evil and a bully. Who says that about an 8-year-old? Who says that about a goddamn 8-year-old?
That made me so mad when I read that. I'm like,
Yeah.
shut up.
To do this to Dom, who is pure innocence. And again, no one is saying that Dominic is not innocent or a victim here. Poor kid 6, and he burnt his face off. But we're going to see that there's a bigger reason why this happened. And so, again, this Maria Rua person, she fuels this. And keep in mind, this woman apparently turned out to be close friends with this family. And she was just so quick to just burn, no pun intended, burn that bridge. Just burn, you know what I mean? Just like that's crazy. Huh? That you could be friends with somebody and like your kids do all these things together all the time. And you're like, oh, money's involved here? Fuck you. I'm going to make you the villain of the internet. She goes, people are in denial. Their son needs help. Like what? I want to know what happened to the 8-year-old monster. Monster, she calls him. Who did this?
You nailed this, Aidan, when you said the story needed a villain. That's exactly what they've given it. But it's almost become a pantomime villain now, hasn't it?
It's an 8-year-old.
So over the top, the reactions.
To my knowledge, all I saw happen was he got to sit on the porch and get an ice cream cone. So she's feeding into this. And this kid, Dominic, got to go, how was the GoFundMe a scam? The 6-year-old's face was burned really badly. Okay, so this is a good question. It's a scam because it's under false pretenses.
It wasn't bullying.
There was not bullying. The title says bullying.
And it's also nowhere near as bad as they've made out.
The title says bullying. Mm-hmm. And again, this is an asshole who's saying this. The title says bullying. Without that, you don't raise shit. You don't raise a fucking fraction of that. So that is the fraudulence. The fact that you had to lie in your GoFundMe to raise all that money. There was no bullying involved. Nobody feels bad. Kids die every day in fires. Kids die. People die all the time in fires. And they don't make any money. None of these families make any money. But this family makes $600 because they threw the bullying word in there. This family has a history of not paying anything. Yes, we're going to get to that momentarily. So anyway, scroll down, see where this kid got invited to. Did we lose her? She's gone now. Hold on. Do we? Okay. So anyway, you see the pictures of him at the Yankees game? There he is. So he gets invited to the Yankees game.
You know what this reminded me of?
What?
Kylie Kirkpatrick's little brat.
It's very similar to Kylie Kirkpatrick. That's a good analogy.
I have a funny feeling there's probably been some scripting going on, just like Kylie Kirkpatrick did with her little brat.
This reminds me of Kylie Kirkpatrick. This reminds me of
Daisha Kelly as well.
Daisha Kelly, exactly.
Yeah.
Again, just, Daisha Kelly, it's like she might have, like, suppose she wasn't lying about being those kids' mom. Suppose, like, she could have been evicted. But it's the fact that she used the kids on TV to pull at the heartstrings. The fact that there was a political angle to that. That is the way, that's why Daisha Kelly was able to raise all that money. So there she is at the Yankees.
The heartstrings with the children that just weren't hers. Yeah.
So show the pictures of him go down at the Yankees game. And again, this is like what? 5 months? Keep going.
Looking for a date, sorry.
No, this is in May. Keep going. That one. Does that look like a burn victim?
He looks great.
Like, I'm sorry. It sucks what happened to that kid. But that is not a $600,000 GoFundMe face. I'm sorry. It's just not.
That is it. That is someone who was,
if you're going to raise
was warmed up slightly. That's not a burn victim. That's not what burn victims look like.
That's like what, if you keep the microwave on for 30 seconds too long, that's what you got right there. That's like you stood you're in the sun for too long.
Toasted, to say the least.
Lightly toasted, right? It's like, so I'm sorry. That's not a $600,000 face. It's like a $2,000 face. Yeah, it's not. Like it's a $1,000 face at most.
Bingo.
Right? I don't feel that bad for that kid. He'll be fine. It sucked what happened to him. But guess what? As it turns out, the other kid saved his fucking life. So where is this woman? Hold on. Let me call her real quick because I don't know what this woman, like, she was backstage, right? We saw her there.
She was.
Okay. And she just left?
Yeah, she must have just jumped off. If she can't get back on, have her just call you through Facebook or whatever.
Okay. Hold on. Hey, did we lose you? Okay. You were, we saw you there. We saw you there. We were about to bring you on, and then we lost you. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, so at least we can keep talking about this because we haven't finished it yet. So anyway, he's, they're posting more pictures of him from the hospital. And again, every picture is like, play that video of the Bridgeport boys' journey of healing by Therapy Dog. Play some of that.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Get a bucket to throw up into.
Is hanging out here this morning. We are so excited to have Dominic and his mom here. We have been talking with Dominic.
Fast forward to the interview.
You may know Dominic from about a month and a half.
Not at all.
Talk to me about that.
But there's, recovery still with, you can't go out and play in the sun this summer. No swimming outside in the pool or riding his bike for a very long period of time. So obviously we could put sunblock on and then he can be out for a little bit, but that new skin is growing in. So we don't want to damage that for the rest of his life. So.
And Dominic, how hard has that been having to navigate, not playing out in the sun as much with the hot weather coming?
Really hard.
It's been really hard. What's been the hardest part about it?
I want to go outside and play with my brothers, but I can't because the sun.
Yeah. But you're recovering and doing such an amazing job. Tell me how it felt when you heard the news that your bandages were coming off.
Okay, you can stop it right there.
Right.
Stop it right there. So first of all, that comment made me laugh so hard. Mega Mortis, she really does. It's so fucking true. But yeah, it's so accurate. It's funny because it's true. But anyway, he says something. You can X out of this. He says something in the interview. I don't know what part it's at about. Anyway, let me just read the quotes because I kind of transcribed it a little. She goes, if he didn't roll and put the fire out, I think we all know what could have happened. And remember that quote. She also says it's about the money raised. It's helped Dominic a lot. It's helped us a lot. In what ways has this money helped Dominic? Can anyone explain that to me? Like, did he have medical bills that were paid for?
Nope.
That would not have been paid for? Like, how is Dominic benefited from this? And then Dominic says the silent part out loud.
Maybe he's got a nice new mini bike.
Well, Dominic says the
caravan.
silent part out loud. Dominic says they helped me get a house. Okay, so there it goes right there. And again, look at his kindergarten graduation picture. You see that picture? It's like the kid looks fine.
Well, that's not about not going out in the sun because of new skin. That's not new skin. That's he's not had any grafts. That's just recovered his original skin. The whole thing is a lie. That is not she's 18 now, but when my youngest daughter was 8, she had to have skin grafts. I won't go into details of why, but that is not someone who's had skin grafts.
No, I believe it. But anyway, could we play that video, Deb, of the backyard video, the surveillance video? Let's play that.
The one in the white is the so-called bully playing with Dominic Krankall.
So there they go in the corner. You can't see what happens, and then all of a sudden, oh shit! I'm on fire. The kid's running. Look at his face. Look at his face. The other kid takes his fucking hand. Again, watch this. So Dominic goes over there. We don't really see what's happening there, but they were playing with gasoline for like an hour. Like, look at that. And the other kid saves his freaking life. So all that shit about like, oh, stop, drop, and roll saved his life. Stop, drop, and roll didn't save shit.
Rolling, yeah.
Yeah, who saved his life? The 11-year-old boy you are now vilifying. So I don't know where Dominic came up with this story, but you saw Dominic go over there. He was caught, like he goes over there, and they were like, there's video of, let's see, can you play?
There was certainly nobody throwing a lighted ball in his face.
Play that doingitlocal.com clip, will you? That one.
So let's take a look. Brandon, do you want to narrate as we're looking?
Yeah, please. So what you see right here is obviously, the kids are very love to work on things. They love to fix things.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. So first of all, when the mother said he's not going to be able to play this summer. What are your kids playing anyway? It's like your kids are growing up in a third world country. Why? Playing with what? Barbed wire?
At the junkyard.
He won't be able to go out and pour more gasoline everywhere again. Oh, no.
Your garbage pail kids don't get to play anymore? Like, he's probably happy about that. I don't get to, climb barbed wire fences. And, this is the most dangerous backyard I've ever seen in my life. There's just
sawing a woman in half thing in the corner there. Yeah?
There's just assorted broken electronics, fucking motorcycle pool.
Why are there so many gas cans? Why are there so many gas cans? We have one gas can in my house. That's it. You need anything. They have multiple gas. Okay, she's calling me again. Hold on. Hello?
Suspense is killing me.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just talking. We're talking. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. Bye. She's trying to get better service. So she's going to a better area. But anyway, so this whole backyard with
a lot better areas than that backyard, that's for sure.
And yeah, it is insane, this backyard, the fact that it's like this. And these kids are just playing with freaking gasoline. Like these kids are up to no good. All of them. They're all up. This whole thing is dangerous. Your kids have death wishes or something, the way they played. But play some more.
They're the dirt bikes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to get that. It's actually really good for them to do that. I mean, there's always that need in the field for somebody to be working on something like that. So they were trying to lift up the dirt bike, and as the reports came out that Dominic was being bullied, but then you see in the video that all of the brothers from the first floor and everybody from the second floor were all trying to help each other lift up the dirt bike, which doesn't really make sense to me. If there's such a bully, why are you helping each other?
That's
Okay,
Dominic
so
right
that's
there.
like one
Right
big
there.
teddy
And he
bar
runs
on the
with the
top.
gas can.
So here's
And
Dominic
there
here.
he's with the gas can.
Covering
Oh,
himself in
pause it,
petrol.
pause
There
it,
he is.
pause
Yeah.
it. Okay. Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, where did you even find that, dude?
I
Just
didn't
runs
go
out
see
behind the pool.
kid just comes out. I got a gas can here full of gasoline. It's a great.
Behind
Good
the
job,
one to
son.
start with.
Because
And
that
so
one,
you know
this
what-
one's tipped over here. We'll get another one.
So you know, yeah, we know we're gonna. We're just gonna pour.
There's a
this is
load
what
more
kids
out
do.
back.
These kids are 6, 7, and 8, and we're just gonna pour gasoline on a soccer ball, and then we're gonna light the soccer ball on fire, and Dominic's gonna kick it. That's what they do. Play the
He's
tape.
gonna head it.
These kids want to die, all of them.
And then they get a ball.
And I pour it on the ball.
Why wouldn't you?
Is the ignition about to take place?
No, not yet.
He gets burned an hour later.
Dude.
An hour later.
Yeah, because they were playing for.
But this proves that they were playing together.
This
Yeah.
ball
They were
proves that
just
they were all
covering
playing
each other
together.
in petrol at this point, weren't they?
There's the bully,
The so-called.
the so-called bully playing with the two kids that he would bully.
So, Brandon, in your opinion, does this video debunk the allegation
Absolutely.
that he was
100%.
bullied?
Absolutely. He was never bullied to begin with.
That's clear. Brandon, who you with? Are you with the family? Or?
Yeah, I'm family friends.
Okay.
And now you see they have the soccer ball on fire, and Dominic is kicking the soccer ball.
You just
So
kicks
at
the soccer ball.
2:51, we have the first fire. Where's the flame? Not
Pause
seeing
it,
there.
pause it.
I just seen the.
So that soccer ball is covered in gasoline at this point. When he kicked that ball, right, and there is probably gasoline all over his face right now. It's certainly all over
They're
his
all
hand.
covered in it by now.
They're
aren't they?
covered in it. Like all
All
of
of
these
them.
kids
Yeah.
are walking tinder boxes now. Like,
Yes.
don't go anywhere near a flame. They've touched it with
More
their hands.
than Deb's
You know,
have.
kids, they touch their faces with it. Like God knows, they are just assume that your entire body at this point is like a California forest in August. It's
an oil
ready
rig.
to
It's waiting
explode.
to happen. Yeah.
Honestly,
So-
like, and they're leaving trails of gasoline wherever they kick the ball too.
Yeah.
This I can't get over this fucking yard. Like what?
Like if someone threw a match in there, it just would have been
Seriously,
like,
they could have all burned to death
The
in
whole
some
yard
horrific
gone.
fireball if it had really gone sideways.
That's what I
Not a single adult is anywhere in sight. Nowhere.
No.
And this is a Maria Rua's house. So she really should be on top of that. You know you have little boys. You know they're curious and stupid. Why aren't you watching them? But I digress. Play a little more.
The flame.
Okay.
When they kicked it the first time, it flew up.
So the ball.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right there.
Look at that! Look at that!
Can you say that for us one more time?
Sweet, let's kick
Now, this
it.
entire time, Maria was supposed to be watching her children and Laura's kids.
And pause it real quick.
That they
That's
both-
right.
Like, what kind of kid isn't afraid of that? My kid is 7. She would, if she saw like a ball on fire, and I told her to kick
Yeah,
it,
she would run it the other way too.
she'd
Yeah.
be like, motherfucker, you kick it. I ain't kicking shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going near it.
I ain't kicking that ball. You crazy?
Yeah,
that
these
kid's
kids
like,
are
fuck
familiar
that.
with this. They
Let me
went
kick
right
it.
for it.
This ain't the first time they kicked a ball on fire. No way. Play some more.
These are expert arsonists we're
Oh
talking
yeah.
about here.
This isn't the first rodeo.
What I was gonna ask, where's the?
So this is 3:52.
And the mother
3:52
actually
PM.
did. You can, from, eyewitness reports. You cannot see it on the camera, but Maria did poke her head out the window and said, "Hey, stop playing with the fire," but never came downstairs.
That's all you do.
Yeah, you'll see him
Okay. So you can
Dominic
stop there.
run.
So then the other mother, just look at these pictures of the other kids. Go down. X out of this. Like if you were to see this picture, like that looks like a little Bosnian boy whose village was just blown up by a NATO airstrike.
Syria.
Like little Bojan there, but they're white, so it ain't serious. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
and then it look at that shit. Like, why are there appliances in the backyard? Why?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is where do these people live?
Why is the
Go
gate
down.
like open and broken? Like what the?
Yeah, that's another thing. In different colors. Like go
I know.
go down more. Keep going. Like, oh my god, keep going. You can go faster. Okay. Yeah, so you see them there, and again, we've shown a lot of this video, the lack of supervision. They're literally just fucking stamping out shit with their feet on fire.
There it
like,
is, the flaming football, right there.
That picture you captured with the kid's face like lit, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was rugged, son. That was just like, he's lucky it's not a million times worse. If that other kid didn't immediately put his hands on his face, it would have been so much worse.
And I'll tell you what, the other kid, whether it was brave or foolhardy or just, instinct, he was covered in petrol as well. He could have ignited himself doing that. So he's actually done something quite brave, really, hasn't he?
Right. So these people, so this woman here, I got Maria Rue is now messaging me. So I'm going to call her up since the other mother isn't
here we go.
doesn't have service. I'm going to call her up. She goes, you want to come on the show tonight? And she goes, no, because all these lives and media don't show the truth. I go, I want to let you, because again, this video has now come out, and the video is indisputable that what she said is a lie, that there was no bullying. Okay, indisputable. And without that lie,
rebasing himself like Richard Pryor did. It's not the same as Richard Pryor. Come on.
So without that happening, they don't raise this amount of money. So Maria Rue also says to me, there are no sides, just the actual truth and actual unedited video. Okay, I agree. So let's call her right now. I'm going to call her. Come on, answer. Hello. Is Maria there?
This is Maria.
Hi, well, Live Tape. How you doing?
I'm just, I'm okay. Why?
So so I was just a little confused here because I watched the tape of this, or live the tape. I watched the tape of this all, and you said that there's unedited this video. You think this video has been edited?
It has been. There's a lot of missing pieces, so I'm not going on a live. I'm not stating anything.
You are live.
Okay, well then I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, but we told you that. So but why can't you answer the questions?
Because you're all liars.
What are we lying about? What are we lying about? Oh, because you're all liars, she says. That's all she can say. Okay.
Great defense, that.
Naturally, yeah.
Well, Connecticut is a one-party consent state, so there's that. Let me call her back one more time.
Yeah.
Hello, Maria.
Who's this?
Yes, this is Aidan Kearney from Turtleboy. How you doing? Live to tape. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Is this Maria?
No.
Oh, who's this? Is this Kayla?
How do you know my name?
Lucky guess. So we are here. We're live to tape. So we're talking about this video that's come out, and your mother says that it's edited. Is that what you're saying? So where is the bullying? Why are you guys lying about this child being bullied?
Excuse me? You don't know what went on.
I've seen the tape. I've seen that there's no bullying. They're playing together. Where's the bullying?
How do you see that? How do you see that?
Because I have eyes, and I see kids.
Well, you must be blind then.
Did you see the part where Dominic kicked a flaming soccer ball?
Did you see the part where Stefano lit something on fire and threw it towards both my brothers?
So did you see answer the question? Did you see the part where
Did
Dominic was Dominic playing with gasoline?
Question.
Was Dominic playing with gasoline?
Answer my question.
Here's my question. Where was your deadbeat mother to watch over these goddamn kids while they're playing with flames and gasoline in the backyard? Where the hell was she? Your deadbeat mom. Where the fuck was she? Yeah, you're going real quiet there real quick, didn't you? Where was she?
No, I didn't actually.
So where'd she go? So why wasn't she watching the kids? Why wasn't she doing her goddamn job?
Where was Laura?
They were at Maria's house.
No, that's Laura's house.
Why wasn't Maria? Oh, this isn't Maria's house? Maria doesn't live there?
It's Laura's father's house.
So Maria, where was Maria?
Where was Laura?
Where was Maria?
Where was Laura?
Laura hasn't made $600,000 off of a lie about bullying. You lied. You know you lied. You defrauded the public.
No.
You did. You did defraud the public. Because there was no bullying. That was a goddamn lie. Do you feel at all bad about what you did to this 8-year-old boy? Do you feel at all bad about that?
It's all a lie. You guys are lying.
Damn right.
No. We've seen the tape. We see on the tape that Dominic is playing with gasoline. Where is his mother? Where is his mother to supervise him while he's kicking soccer balls that are on fire?
Where was Laura?
Laura hasn't made $600,000.
And hasn't accused another kid of being a bully.
I got it. So what?
Huh? Where was she?
At the store, apparently, because your mother was supposed to be watching her.
So
where was she?
Has she made $600,000? It doesn't matter where she was.
Where was she?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly. So why the fuck are you asking me?
Because you made a GoFundMe that made $600,000 off of a lie about this kid being bullied. We've seen the video. Ain't no bullying going on. They didn't throw a goddamn ball at his face. Do you have a video of them throwing a ball at his face?
You're crazy, number one. Like I said.
No. You don't like that I'm calling you out for being a liar. You and your white trash mother, you don't like the fact that I'm calling you out, do you? Do you?
You're not calling me out, though.
I am calling you out. You are defrauding the public.
Speaking the truth.
You're not speaking the truth. Where is the video of this ball? Where's the evidence that he had a ball thrown at his face? Where is that?
Where's the evidence that there's no bullying?
You can't prove a negative, stupid. Where is your evidence? You're the ones making the claims.
You can't prove anything off that video either, can you?
You're the one making the claims. What evidence do you have to back up any of these claims?
No. I'm not making any claims. This is Dominic's story.
No, it's Dominic is being coached to say it by you, and you're benefiting from Dominic's story.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being dead fucking serious because you're white trash. Hillbilly fucking, like, why does the backyard look like that? Why does Dominic access
That's not
gas?
my backyard, you fucking idiot.
Oh, you fucking idiot. Then why did Maria say that she was right there when this happened? Maria, according to her statement, said that Dominic ran up the stairs and said, Mommy, my face is on fire. So clearly he was there. Clearly he was there. You're fucking lying. You're lying. You're a filthy, disgusting liar. You realize how evil and deranged this is? Not only to scam these people, but to damage an 8-year-old boy. And do you care at all what you've done to this 8-year-old boy? Do you care?
Are you kidding? So that's why he was on the phone in the background with someone the other day saying, fuck you, Savannah, Dominic's gay, Dominic's gay.
So you're shit. Let's shit on an 8-year-old some more. Let's shit on an 8-year-old, huh? What kind of fucking slam pig whore are you to do that to a fucking 8-year-old? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you for calling me and harassing me right now?
Because you're scamming the public and you're fucking with 8-year-old kids. Do you give a fuck about what you've done to this little boy? Do you care at all about that?
It's not a scam, though. It's not a scam.
Do you care at all about that you vilified an 8-year-old boy? What?
You heard me. His own mother put his name out there. We never once said his name, her name, the family's name.
What are you talking about? Your mother, you called him a deranged child.
Where did we say that?
Okay, let me look it up here. I got a screenshot of you saying those exact things.
Look it up.
Okay, I'll bring it up right here. You go.
You're deranged.
She goes, that little boy is nothing but a bully. That was 100% intentional. Everyone share the hell out of this. You profited off of that lie. That lie.
It's not a lie.
It is a lie. I've seen the video. It's 100% a lie. Everyone has seen it.
How does that video prove anything that you're saying?
Because I have pictures here of Dominic kicking a fucking ball on fire.
And who lights every fire?
He brought the fucking gasoline over.
No, that's not. What do you mean that's not the point?
So both kids were fucking unsupervised playing with gasoline and fire. Both kids. Not just one, both kids were doing that. And they fucking went up in flames. And by the way, who saved his life? Who put the fire out?
Lorenzo put the fire out.
Yeah, then why the fuck did your mother go on the news and say that he put the fire out by stop, dropping, and rolling? We just played the tape of her saying that. We just played that tape. Your mother lied.
Okay.
The fire didn't go out because he stopped, dropped, and rolled. Your mother lied, and when she lied about that, it made the news. And then the GoFundMe was shared, and even more money was raised.
He did. He did fall to the ground though before he ran to the.
But that didn't put the fire out, did it?
On his leg, it did.
Who put the fire out on his face?
I just said Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. So why aren't you thanking him?
What did you say?
So why aren't you thanking him?
I did thank him.
You're not thanking him. You're vilifying him.
What are you talking about? Like, seriously, you are crazy.
We're dealing with retards here, folks. These are we are serious white trash retards.
Yeah,
this is what you get out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, by the way. This is the level of intelligence that you're dealing with. By the way, in the GoFundMe, you wrote that they intentionally set them on fire to kill him. Do you have any proof of that?
Do I have any proof?
Yeah.
Do you know what's happened in the past year?
Do you have any proof of that? Do you have any proof of that?
I actually do. Like,
let's see it.
My video will be out.
Oh, why don't you have it right now? Show it.
What do you mean, show it?
What evidence do you have that was intentional? What evidence?
You'll see. Trust me.
No. I don't know. Nobody trusts you. Nobody trusts you. What evidence do you have?
A lot.
So you have none. Let's see it. Let's see your evidence.
I have a lot.
Yeah, you don't got shit. Or else you'd show it. So let's see it.
I have a lot. You'll see it.
Do you want me to read the GoFundMe word to word for you? What you said in this fucking GoFundMe?
I know what I wrote. I know exactly what I wrote.
And let's see if what
my little brother said. So keep talking down.
But you didn't say it was what your brother said. You said this was a fact. You said this was a fact.
He's not a liar. He's not a fucking liar.
Apparently, he is. Because none of that shit fucking happened. According to the video.
That video shows nothing, dude. You're deranged.
And by the way, so why does your parents owe $60,000 to the last landlord? Why?
That has nothing to do with
our
brother being set on
I
fire.
guess it's just a coincidence that you owe $60,000 from your last landlord, and now you raised $600,000. So let's just replay this. Your mother didn't supervise the kid. His face got lit on fire due to lack of supervision, and then you profit off of that. And you think that's okay?
Laura, though?
What?
Can you answer that? Where was Laura? Since you know all these facts, where was Laura?
Where was Laura? It was at Maria's house.
It was at Laura's house.
No, not according to your mother. You know who said it was at Maria's house? Maria.
That is Laura's house.
No, but do you want me to play the tape of your mother saying?
That is Laura's father's house. Laura
Do you want me to play the... So Maria rents there then?
Used to.
Okay, well, now, because you guys have a new house now, so you don't have to worry about that. So Maria used to rent there when this incident took place. Right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So why the fuck wasn't she watching them? If that is where she lived.
Where was Laura?
Why wasn't she watching them if that is where she lived?
Where was Laura?
Why wasn't your mother watching them? Answer the question.
Where?
Was your mother watching them? Was your mother supervising her 6-year-old son?
I wasn't home.
And here's another question. Here's another question for you. If this kid was bullying Dominic for a whole year, why was your mother letting them play with him?
Because, like we've said multiple times, they would play fine, and then that kid, I'm not going to say his name, would flip like a switch.
So why did your mother let them play together?
He fucking pushed Savannah.
When we were moving out of that place.
Is that your fucking piece of shit? Is that Aaron Krankall? Is that Aaron Krankall?
It is not.
Who is that?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because you fucking con artist thieves. By the way, why did you have a $60,000 judgment against you?
I don't know why you're asking me. That's not my issue.
Well, because your fucking fat whore mother all of a sudden got real quiet there. When she's making money, she loves to go in front of the cameras and fucking cry and make up all these lies and bullshit. But when she gets called out on it, what does she do then? What does she do then?
Keep bullying. Yeah, keep coming.
Keep bullying. Keep bullying. Yeah, every time somebody criticizes you, they're bullying. God, you're fucking deranged. God, you're deranged.
You're a bully. You're a bully.
I'm a bully. How am I a bully?
You're a bully. I pray for your hateful heart.
Yeah. I pray that you fucking return every dollar. That video, by the way, that interview, in case anybody was on the fence there, she hung up. I'll unmute you guys. Sorry, I had to unmute you guys because there's too many cooks. I just like to do the
Yeah, that's
interviews where it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
it's cool.
that interview, right, just shows you like that. Did you see what she tried to do there, by the way? She tried to say that, oh, it wasn't her house. And I'm like, wait a minute. I see what she was doing after a while. She's like, she doesn't own the house. She was renting it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. One of them.
like,
It seems like the dad, whoever Laura's dad, owns the house. One rents the first floor and one lives on the second floor.
yeah,
So they
I
live
mean,
in the same building.
you saw everything. Asking questions was bullying. These people just know the right buzzwords to say. They're deadbeats. I know white trash when I see it. As soon as I saw that shit, I knew we were dealing with white trash. And I know how white trash thinks. And I know how they operate. And that right there was white trash. And we were
Do you see
dealing
the
with
comment?
which one? I have Laura's sister here. If you like, does she want to talk? Yeah, I mean, she can. I don't know where Laura is, but I don't know if she's just.
And this person also said the tapes were not altered. They're 10-minute batch tapes from the security system. So you can't
Right.
alter them.
You can't alter them. And she's, well, she's like, I have the evidence that, well, where is it? Oh, you'll
That was
see.
the thing.
Oh,
that
you'll
was the thing
see.
that got
Yeah,
to me.
you'll always see.
She just
We're always
said,
waiting.
you have to prove that it wasn't bullying. No, you got it absolutely right, Aidan. You said, you've made these accusations. The onus is on you to prove them.
Right.
We don't have to. And we've got, not only that, not only do we not have to prove them, we've got contrary evidence anyway.
Yeah, we have a lot of contrary evidence. We have just common sense about why would you let them hang out anymore? And she goes,
Exactly.
well, she let them hang out because he bullies them every time. That sounds like a reason not to let them hang out.
And then she tried to excuse it by saying, yeah, but the kid would flip like a switch. All the more reason not to let them play together.
Oh, so you just keep
You're
letting them
not
do it.
helping the cause here, are you?
Yeah, no, none of that helped the cause at all.
At all. No.
So if this woman wants to come on, let me call the other woman. I guess we'll just call her and see if she can.
Call her on Facebook, and just see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
call
don't
her
know
on
what the deal is,
Facebook.
but
This is like boomer happy hour. It's like fucking. That's okay. So she's calling me on the phone right now. Hold on. Hello. Hello. Hi. I mean, I can call you on Facebook. Is the other link not working? Okay. All right. I'll call you. I'll call you on Facebook. I'm going to call you. Okay. I'm going to call you on Facebook. I'm going to call you on Facebook Messenger right now. All right. Bye. All right. I'm calling her on Facebook. So let me just change. Although that other interview is way better.
yes,
It is going to.
I've never heard you genuinely that so angry with one.
Yeah, you're trying to
person
lose your
on
voice. It was great.
I just have no.
You were really mad, genuinely mad at her.
I just
I understand why, but
I hate being lied to. I hate being lied to by white trash. Like that's it. Just answer the fucking.
Oh yeah, I mean she was just completely disingenuous in everything she said. Yeah.
The more she talked, the angrier I got. I'm just like,
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
pissing me off with the lying. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. You know.
I think that's what made you
manipulated
mad,
by
yeah.
the mother her whole life too.
You're
Yep.
not dealing with idiots here. That's the bit that offended.
All right, muting us.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I can try her on my phone. Hello? Yeah, we just called. No one picked up.
Okay, I'm calling you now.
On Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay, call me on there. All right, bye. All right, hopefully this goes better. We'll see what happens. I can't believe that fucking interview. That was wild. What else were people saying? By the way, we got a dono or two here. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, she's ringing. Hold on. We'll get to the dono in a minute. What? She hung up already. She calls for 1 second. This is why I don't deal with boomers. 1 Hello? Hello? Oh, dude, I can't.
What?
Boomer fucking happy hour is not working out the way it planned. It's just, hello, are you there?
Oh.
I'm going to try one more time with her, and then I'm just giving up because it's like I've had.
Salt must flow. If you have an in, tell her to like call.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello?
Can you try calling it now?
Yeah, I just tried 3 times, but I'll try again. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, because I don't know why it's not going through.
Is it okay? Take that. Hello.
Maybe she's muted. Unmute yourself.
You got to do something. You got to do something. I don't know the first time on a phone or what. You got to do something. This is bad radio. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna call her one more time and walk her through this because this is not happening.
Maybe she's muted.
Hello?
Yeah, I called again.
Did you hear it go through or no?
Yeah, it's calling, and you pick up and nobody talks.
Oh, you hear me pick up?
I mean, something picks up, but I don't hear anything.
Try now, and
You-
I'm going to just totally stay off.
Okay, I'm gonna call now. Just please hit accept. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Bridgeport. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. And by the way, if you can answer on Facebook Messenger, you can do StreamYard, but I digress. Yeah, but the phone can't connect to the computer. That's the problem. She's not, of course, she's not picking up. I don't know what the fuck to say.
Did she just call you from?
I just fucking talked to her. It's like you're not
That's
answering.
insane.
I'm
Yeah.
getting fucking frustrated
Why
almost.
can't she call you on Facebook? What is
I don't know.
I'm trying.
What is the disconnect here? I called and you're not hitting. You just have to press one button. Accept. That's it.
I don't know why it's not allowed. Oh, I hear it ringing.
No, now you're calling me. Hello.
Maybe it's not disconnecting.
Hello.
You hear me now?
Are you there? Dude, is she short bus? Like, what are we doing right now? What the? Hello? Hello? Okay, so people are saying just forget it. I'm going to give her one more
I'm
fucking
thinking
chance. One more fucking chance. Like, that's it.
It's not going through. I think it's the service area.
I mean, service is fine, or else we wouldn't be able to talk. But I guess we'll just. Can you guys hear me? Let me know.
You can't talk on Messenger and phone at the same time.
If I can talk like this.
Yep. If you could talk like this, then you should be able to talk on Facebook Messenger.
All right. You know what? Let me see. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what I could be doing
It's
wrong.
not complicated. It's like you just press the call button, and then I answered it. You called me and I answered it, and I said hello. We were connected. You just didn't talk.
It says it's still connected.
Okay, so why don't we? All right, so we got you here now. We're just gonna have to do it like this.
Hang on. Can you guys? I'm trying to get on a messenger website because you guys have. Hold on, I'm gonna have somebody help me. Okay. We're gonna try it.
Okay, yeah, let's put someone younger on.
I'll play you. Hold on.
Jesus fucking Christ! So she hung up. She needs to end the phone call before you call her on. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm entertained like that. You're right. This is entertaining. Like I just.
Yeah, up to a point.
Up to a point, exactly. Like I'm getting pissed off. So like I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna call her right now. But do you have somebody under the age of 20 in the car that can just do this for me?
I hope she's like pulled over and not like trying to do this driving.
Hello. What? Okay, who am I talking to now? Okay, why don't we just do it like this now? We'll just talk like this. We'll just have to talk like this.
Okay, wait. right, did we do that like that? Okay, here, wait, I got something on him now. I don't know what this says. It says me.
Just talk. We're just gonna talk, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So we just had Maria and Kayla on here. Did you know that?
Okay.
Were you watching the show?
My sister was telling me briefly as I was sitting. Yeah.
Okay. So they claim that the tape is edited.
Okay, the tape is not edited.
Right.
And the reason for all the garbage that was in the backyard, that's what happens when you have people living in the houses and you're renting, because then you have to empty out the trash in the apartment.
Okay. So anyway, so what has this whole thing been like for you and your son? Having these people vilify your son like that, what does that feel like?
It's awful. It's awful. I feel horrible.
Right.
You know what it's like walking around and you have people staring at you and looking down at you. My son went out the other day to play, and they went to go play with the little kids that he plays with, told them that they didn't want to play with them because they were going to throw, you're going to set me on fire and throw things at me.
Okay, so there's a lot of that. Okay. So, so were you friends with this woman beforehand? It looks like you guys were pretty close.
We were very, very close. We had a very, very close relationship as soon as they moved in. We built a bond because the kids were all around the same age. They had used, they were living there for a couple months to pay the rent, and then they got behind, so they had to sell their vehicle to pay the rent.
Okay.
When they had to sell their vehicle to pay the rent, I helped them out and taking them around. So at that point, that's when we built a relationship together.
Okay. Can you guys all hear me back there when we're live? Can people hear me?
Yes, everybody can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
Everyone.
crystal
Okay.
clear.
I'm just making sure. Okay. So anyway, so we just had her on, and where were you when this all happened? That's what the other people were asking.
Wait, okay. When the fire had started?
Yeah, like when these kids were playing in the backyard with gasoline.
Okay. I had spoke with Maria Rua right before I was ready to leave. I was making dinner. Every Sunday I make a family dinner. I had spoke with her. She actually came downstairs. We had face-to-face contact. It was a little after 2 o'clock, and I had said to her, Maria, she asked me, she said, Laura, you make homemade gravy? I said, yeah, the homemade gravy. In my eyes, we call it gravy. It's cloth sauce.
Yes.
The Italian, on Sunday
Yeah,
we do a big dinner.
I get it.
So I had said to her, I was making macaroni, and she asked me, and I said, I have plenty of food. You're more than welcome to have the kids. They're outside playing. Have them come in, have them eat dinner, whatnot. She had said to me, oh, no, it's fine. She says, the girls are with Kayla, which they go every Sunday to the horse stable.
Okay, so where were you? You were not. Who was supposed to be watching them?
At that time, I was getting dinner prepared, and when I got dinner prepared, I asked Maria, can you, watch the children? I'm going to step out. I'm going to be going to bring the kids. My 2 older sons were at work. I was going to be bringing them dinner.
Yeah. So where were you? I just want to know where you were. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, I was at my son's job dropping off dinner.
Okay. And so who was supposed to be watching the kids?
Maria Rule was supposed to be watching
Okay,
all 4 children.
that's all I'm getting at. So
my
you're
8, my 11, and her 2, 6, and 7-year-olds.
okay. So Maria was in charge.
Correct.
Okay. And is there any history of bullying, or is that completely made up?
That was completely made up. There was no bullying whatsoever at all since they have lived at my home. When they got in my home, they were more than anything happy. And they also put their friend in that they had living at a hotel with them as well that moved in probably about maybe a week or 2 prior to this.
Okay. All right. So how was the gravy, at least? Was the gravy good?
It was phenomenal.
Okay. As long as that was okay. So anybody else have any more questions for her? Don't ask, people want to not see. Anybody else have any? Do you give away your recipe? People want to know.
I would, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What else are people asking for? Let's see.
Like I said, this is very heartbreaking. It was very upsetting. There was no bullying whatsoever. My son had to walk off a bus with a towel wrapped around his head. It's not fair that she used him for lies and for financial gain, and it's awful. It's awful. She should have just stated that she was in a bind and she needed money. But don't use my child.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see her arrested?
I want her arrested.
Okay.
I don't want to see her. I want her arrested.
Have you thought about suing her? Have you talked to a lawyer?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
Yes, I do have a lawyer. Yes, I do have a lawyer.
Okay. Because I mean, your son has been defamed, no doubt about it. And you want? You said the mayor. What did the mayor do?
The mayor actually, I was told that, really not to speak because when this was all going on, it was under an investigation. When something's under investigation, you shouldn't really talk to anybody until it was done, right?
Right.
So I kept my mouth shut for about a month and a half or so because we needed to know the facts. The fire department had to get their stuff and the police department had to finish their stuff. When the police department was finished, they said that there was no bullying and there was no foul play. So then I waited for the fire department, and then the fire department gave me the paperwork, and they told me that there was no bullying. They told me the situation. They have everything, and I was able to post it.
Okay.
I got the consent.
Well, I feel like the video does exonerate your.
Why it took that long.
Right. I feel like the video does exonerate your son completely. So, and the mayor just basically was. I mean, the mayor didn't blame your son, right?
No, he just kind of like, when Maria got all the, news reporters and everything on her side that time because, of course, she said bullying and, she,
right.
Had him, they had him wrapped up, of course. But, I want to ask you a question.
Me?
He had his face wrapped. Why wasn't anything stated about his leg? Like, why weren't we, exposing his leg?
Why is his leg?
Did his face?
Why was his leg worse?
Yes, his leg was worse and his leg was burnt. One leg. So why are we not asking the questions on why the leg was burnt?
Because it's more dramatic with the face. Like they do the face because the face is going to sell. Like people are going to feel, again, she's trying to raise money. So like nobody feels, I hate to say, people are going to feel more bad if your face is burnt than if your leg is burnt.
Yeah, there's not a lot of money to be made from plucking heartstrings and say, oh, my shin is scarred.
Yeah.
What about the other kid who put the fire out in his face? Did
that was her son?
That's her other son. Yeah. Did he get thanked? Did that get acknowledged at all? Because the daughter said that she thanked him and everything.
Yeah. So they did. We just had Kayla on. She actually said she thanked your son for doing that.
Oh, finally she thanked her son? Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what she said. Well, she's thanking him, and then she's claiming that she has more evidence that she hasn't put out yet, that this was an act of bullying, that they threw a fireball at his face. But we've all seen the video. The kids are all playing together with gasoline. It's insanely dangerous. Did you have any idea that, like, no offense, but like, what are these kids thinking? Do these kids have like a death wish?
I mean, she did state that she did see them playing with gasoline, the mother, Maria Rua, from her window, but never went downstairs to remove the gasoline.
Oh, she said that? She saw them playing with it, she said?
Oh, yeah, it was in the newspaper. It was in the New Connecticut Post that stated, Aaron Krankall, boyfriend, states that Maria Rua saw the boys playing with gasoline, told them to put the gasoline away and come upstairs. Meanwhile, she went back and tended to her 3-year-old child.
Right.
And never went downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. And that video lasts for over an hour. Like between the point where Dominic kicks the flaming ball and the incident is an hour lapses between them. And nothing was done to stop the boys during that time.
I mean, you don't even see her coming down the stairs.
Nothing. You don't see her at all in the entire video once. And what was she doing? Just sitting on her ass? Doing nothing? Like,
well, I mean, when the police department did get there and the detectives, they did go up in the hallway. She did have clothes all the way up in the hallway, landing all over the floor.
Yeah, I can imagine. She looks like a hoarder. She looks like she doesn't clean the place. She owed $60,000 to the last landlord she lived with in Monroe, Connecticut. And now it's like coincidentally they just made all this money off of this, and I don't know why. Do they not pay their bills? I mean, the guy works, right? Aaron works, doesn't he?
I'm amazing. He got a job. I mean, maybe.
I mean, he seems to have. I would assume he got to have something. I mean, they have a few kids, don't they?
Well, he has 3 children from her, and she has 3 of. Let me see.
Oh, Kayla. Yeah. Okay. So she's that old? How old is she?
45.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
45?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Well, you know, I'm surprised DCF isn't involved here. If your kid gets lit on fire and you're not supervising them, like, how is that not on you? I feel like
I mean,
not you, her.
I mean, I'm asking. Oh, no, that is the question that I'm asking. That I would like to know why DCF, because I know that is the protocol when an officer does come to the home. Immediately at that time, that DCF is called in regards to an incident when a child's burned or injured in a home.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I just to me, it's like I feel like by blaming someone else, she's able to deflect from herself. Because if not, I feel like DCF would be looking at it like your kid got lit on fire and you were in charge. I don't care about the details. Like, that's your fault. Period.
The question is, if she stated her child was being bullied and she had a 6- and 7-year-old outside, well, then where was she at the time that her child was being
Well, we asked her that same question. We said, why did you keep letting your kid hang out with these people if they're so dangerous, if they're bullying? And she's like, well, usually they start getting along and then die.
There was absolutely no bullying. These kids stayed together. They were downstairs in my apartment all day, every day. Do you know why she brought her kids or called them upstairs a couple times on occasion? Was because her kids were always downstairs with my family, that she didn't want my husband at the time to be aware of how many times the kids were always on downstairs and never with the family, the mother or the father.
Mm-hmm.
Because the father was doing his and the mother did her thing.
Yeah.
The mother had to be attached to Aaron, wherever Aaron was.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Her 6 and 7 girls were always with me, always downstairs, as well as the daughters were always downstairs in my apartment. Okay? There was no bullying whatsoever. I want her arrested, as well as Aaron and as well as the sister, because they put false statements all over the world, and this is unfair to me, unfair to my child, and unfair to my family, because of all the threats from the beginning, from all the threats being thrown. And we had the Bridgeport Police Department at the house for almost 3 weeks, sitting in front of the house, morning, noon, and night, watching our house. Calls in the middle of the night, telling me, and playing the video of the child being burned, playing the video and telling me that they were going to light me on fire, drag me down in a truck, bring me to the woods, and do the same thing to me as well as my son. Okay? Do you know what that's like? Do you know that I have to bring my child to a carnival, to a fair today? And do you know that when I was standing there, that I have people pointing fingers at me and my son? Do you know what it's like every day? Do you know that mentally how much this is mess my brain up functionally?
I can imagine. And what they're doing is evil, and it's a horrible thing.
I wipe tears off my eyes every night. I sit up, I watch, I look at it. I look at videos that I shared with Maria Rua and her family. Do you know that the relationship we had? Do you know what she did to these boys? She broke up a friendship with them, and a friendship that I'll tell you that little kids out there would want with my kids. They would want it.
Do you think Dominic is? What do you think? Little Dominic is being coached here?
He is definitely being coached, because if you watch everything that she did on that video, every little talk show she was on, look at that child, because that child didn't speak. He only said one word any other time. But when his mother was sitting alongside him, she had to coach him through it. He had to look straight up at his mommy's face to make sure that he was saying everything that was correct with mom.
Wow.
Okay? You had to squeeze him, you had to hug him, you had to hold him. I mean, come on, you don't have to be a psychologist to see it. It was right there proven to you. I didn't ask my son to speak. My son said to me the other day, Mommy, can I finally talk? Can I say something? I said, Stefano, do you want to talk? He said, yeah. I want him to be able to let people know what happened that day on his own.
You are the most, by the way, not to deflect here, but you are like the most Italian woman I've ever spoken to in my life. Your kids are named Stefano and Lorenzo, and you call it gravy and macaroni. So I just want to point that out.
Sorry.
It's a compliment.
Sorry.
No. It's not like I'm like, it's funny. But I'm just trying to make light of it because it's really sad, actually, what happened to you. I apologize. I didn't.
I mean, sometimes after a while you make it a little bit of a joke. Fireball, you figure Fireball. She liked Fireball because that's where it was her favorite drink too.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it.
Pink Whitney. Pink Whitney was her favorite drink. So she liked Fireball, so it was like Fireball. Fireball was something that maybe Kayla knew because her mother drank Fireball and Pink Whitney all every weekend. That was her thing, Karen. And she couldn't wait to have her little shot. You know what? Enough is enough.
Yes.
Everybody better wake up because this is no boy. If we allow her to get away with it, the world's going to do this, and another child's going to be affected like my child was and my family. And enough is enough.
Preach.
Enough is enough. She used my child, and she's not getting away with it, and I will swear to God that she deserves to be arrested. She deserves as well as her daughter and her husband. Her boyfriend, as I should say. Now all of a sudden she's engaged.
Yeah, that's what we call a white trash engagement. They never get married. They just call it. They've been with each other for X amount of years. They get a bunch of kids. They just call each other fiance. I've seen that a million times before. There's never going to be a wedding. But
it's amazing that she's going to get engaged now all of a sudden when she was at home and she was crying on the couch saying how she wanted to be married and he didn't have money to pay for. Oh, I forgot. Oh, it's on Stefano. Stefano, thank you very much to my 8-year-old son that gave the money on a false statement of bully. Okay? Kayla, you can get your horse now. Thank you, Stefano. You can get your horse. Yeah, you want to say thank you to Lorenzo now. Lorenzo, thank you now. You couldn't say thank you that first day and you had to do the GoFundMe, though. You had to do the GoFundMe and immediately you left the house to do the GoFundMe.
Yep.
Why? You didn't ask me. Why are you putting your child, Maria Rua, why are you putting pictures of your child now? What his face looked like in the hospital? Why are you not able to watch the video? Why you rather look at your son the way he was instead of looking at the video and talking to your son about the dangers of the gas?
I completely.
And but he was upstairs in your apartment, Maria.
Yeah.
He was in your apartment. You didn't smell gasoline on your son or on the boys? You don't tell them to take a shower?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but you let them go back on fall.
Okay. Well, thank you. I got to wrap it up, but thank you for coming on and joining me, and I'm glad you could get that message out.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll have a good night.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
She got more comfortable when she started talking. Then it just
No,
all poured out.
Yeah, once she got on a rant, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
There. I meant, I guess she didn't get my humor about the Italian stuff. It's like, dude, if I let her talk about the macaroni, she would have talked about the macaroni and gravy for an hour.
I like literally had a minute where I forgot what we were talking about.
I know. I'm like, wait, what was the question again? Wait,
I'm like, wait, where am I? Like, is it dinner time?
No, but it is horrible.
This
What happened to the kid. Oh, that was wild. I wish we could have gotten together. This has been a good episode. It's like,
Yeah, no, it's been
we're an hour and a half in.
different.
Holy
It's
shit.
been different.
Okay.
I know, right?
All right. Let's
We
try
haven't
to
even gotten like halfway through the
let's
blog.
try to get through the rest of them. So let's while you're bringing this up, I'm going to bring up a donut. Bring up the one about the fight and those kids that got jumped in Boston. I got a couple donos here I want to share. So first one is from Meredith. Meredith sends $25 and it says it's Ashburnham's favorite racist.
Oh,
Heather Couillard's birthday. So Heather Couillard, we blogged about you a week or two ago. You are a racist. You're a white supremacist. We hate you. Okay,
She's
so
been
that's
drinking the Kool-Aid as Quail-Aid or whatever.
we will explain the humor. She's good at. Thank you very much, Salt. Must flow there. So I mean, I'm on her side, obviously. So thank you. Appreciate that. And also, no, we got one more Deb. I got to share here. One more dono. Where'd mine go? Let's see.
I put you back up.
Okay. So we got one more here from Kayla. says, I love me a fired up Aidan. Well, thank you, Kayla. I appreciate that. And I got really fired up there. So that's very true. Okay. Let's bring on the
Chads.
Yeah, let's bring on the
Yeah,
Chads.
now
The
that you're all
Chads.
fired up.
No,
Good.
these aren't the Chads. These are the Boston thugs, the Southie thugs. So,
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
okay,
Yeah.
so the 4 Boston juveniles charged in the South Station beating belong. Okay, so let's go down and play this video, shall we? If you haven't seen this, play that video. Okay, so that's a really. Oh, here we go.
I will call the police, don't worry.
And they leave the kid's body right there. So that's obviously an extremely disturbing video. And we had this story last weekend, and I just didn't have the names because I just didn't have time. I mean, we looked up the plates on this car. That car, as you saw in that video, 4 people. Just you catch it at the end. And again, you don't want to jump to conclusions about these viral videos, but that one seemed pretty self-explanatory. You got 3 kids in that video beating the shit out of some guy on the ground. You have the woman, his girlfriend there, trying to stop them, trying to break it up. And they push her and they just keep hitting him. And then they run away and they get in that car. You see the first kid run away, whatever. And I mean, I don't have that much to say about this. We did out them. We put the call out. We saw that the car was registered to a guy named Jonathan Baldy out of Belmont, Massachusetts. And John Baldy, I'm like trying to make it, because obviously that's not a 55-year-old guy named John Baldy, obviously, like, and he does have 2 sons. And one of them is named Brandon, and the other one is Ryan. And Ryan is about 18 years old, as it turns out. And we are our sources, because we outed, that video went viral, and the kids were identified rather quickly, and they're juveniles. Now, a lot of media places, they wouldn't list the juvenile's name, but guess what? We do, because these kids are fucking deranged. What do you guys think of this? Like, how do you feel about that? Them being juveniles, David and Deb. What do you think of that?
So I'm a big in favor of when you see something as cowardly as that. 4-on-1. They're not tough guys. They're just using the safety of numbers. I'm all in favor. They're adults. Name and shame.
They're adults. Okay.
They're adults.
What do you think, Deb?
Well, they're big enough and tough enough to behave like adults.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much in agreement. I mean, if you're that old, at that age and you're a teenager, you think you're entitled. They're acting just like they own the world. They're entitled. They're gonna get away with it because we're kids. No, you fucking knowingly did this. You're old enough to know better. Come on, don't play adult games if you're not ready for adult.
As it turns out, these kids are all like Southie trash. Like I thought Southie was like yuppified, but these kids are like old school Southie. Like their dads are all fucked up on drugs. A lot of these kids. People are asking where they're raising them. So the kid in the BFD shirt, he's being raised by his grandma, because I think his dad's like a fucking junkie or he's dead or something. I don't fucking know. But all these kids are like little street toughs from the streets of Southie or whatever. And you're like, well, how does this tie to the guy in Belmont? And as it turns out, what we're being told here is that that's actually the son owns the car. The car is in the dad's name. So the son must have known these kids through basketball, because the dad runs like a basketball league and these kids all play basketball. They're all over Southie web pages or whatever. And, the kid obviously drove him. He must have been the getaway driver. So my question is, why isn't the driver facing charges?
Well, I think from what I saw of the video, and it's really hard, there's not a lot of context there. I think he was just driving along. He's got his mates in the back. They see the guy, they just jump. He doesn't know what's going on. They just jump out, attack the guy, and jump back in. And he's not really in control of that because he's behind the wheel. So it'd be very hard to prove that he was a getaway driver. I think this was a spur-of-the-moment thing that happened in traffic.
Right, that's all it was. And the guy, they felt, like I said, they have group mentality. They see some guy with long hair. They're like, hey, get a haircut,
Absolutely.
hippie. And I guess the guy like did this or something like that, and they're like, let's kick his ass. And they got out. It's like they could that you saw his
They could have killed
body
him. They could have
when they
killed him.
left him away. Like they didn't just like push him around. Like they could have fucking.
No, they knocked him. They sparked him out. Yeah, they could have killed him.
His face is all fucked up, like horrible, like deranged kids. And they were laughing about it. They thought it was funny. So these kids needed to be named and shamed, and they needed to be have their shit put out there because the rate that they're going at, like you're gonna kill someone someday, kid. And I hope you turn your life around. But they need to be held responsible. They need to go to juvie or some shit. I don't know, something like they have to spend the night somewhere, like for a bit, like at a place that isn't home, and they need to learn. They need to like deal with other kids who fucked up kids that like take their lunch money. Like they need to find the bigger kids they need to learn the old school way that like bitch, you ain't nearly as tough as you think you are.
Right.
So
while they're still somewhat moldable, you have a chance to change it, before it's like overly too late.
Yeah. People are saying, where are all the comments about their race? Oh, they're white. Is that what you're getting at? They're white. They're white kids.
There was a couple idiots on Boston Globe with the article or whatever, like saying stupid shit, but it's so trolly.
Like, so what were they saying? What were they saying?
Just shit about race, like something like but blacks never commit crime or something. It's like, did you look at anything? Did you have eyes? Like,
I mean, what are they saying?
Like,
are they trying to say that like if they were black, we would point that out?
They were acting like they were black. They were just
No,
I
don't think
they're just trolly.
No, they acted like they were vile, horrible, badly raised, violent, feral children. I don't think race has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
And so, what do you mean they were acting like they were black?
There were people in the comments in like Boston Globe that were just, I don't know if they were trolling or what, but they were just looked like they didn't read the article or anything. They just saw the title and assumed that everyone was black, or it was like a black guy getting beat up by 3 white guys. That and then people were pointing out they're all white. And the person wasn't answering, so it probably was trolling.
Yeah, it was probably troll. Okay. So, I mean, the race has nothing to do with this because it's 4 white kids jumping a white guy.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know how race at all comes into this. But, these are just shitty kids that, that's deranged to do what they did. So, hopefully, I'm glad they're caught. I'm glad that video went viral. And I hope the family gets some sort of justice now because they actually seemed... So that's why I wanted to answer that, Deb, because that sounded really bad. So like what is
acting? Yes,
no,
I know what you mean.
You didn't say that the kids were acting black.
No, the commenters were just saying we're acting as though like the race of whoever was involved was black without knowing context. Yeah.
Right. So that's what she meant. That's why I wanted to give you a chance. So she's saying that the commenters on the Boston Globe were acting like those were acting because they didn't see the video, so they're the ones saying that.
Yeah.
Just to clarify. Okay. All right. All right. So anyway, so I think I don't really have much more to say about that one. Justice is going to be served.
Bang through. So
okay. So what's our next topic?
Worcester.
Yes. Let's talk about this broad.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Oh, this broad. Oh, she's all up in my.
This would fucking piss me off too.
I mean, this is like Krusty Panties all over again.
Oh yeah. It's even worse, to be honest.
Oh, the mother, yeah.
So the Worcester police put out this thing the other day saying that we're looking for this 15-year-old named Celeste Simpson who left her Rodney Street home. She might be in Plumley Village. For those of you not familiar with Worcester, the only place worse than Rodney Street in Worcester is probably Plumley Village. Like it's like so ghetto there. And, she's probably up to no good if she's there, whatever. So you want to be on that. But as we saw with the Ashley St. Angelo thing, the kid shows up in the comments. Let's see what she says in the comments.
She was quite emphatic, in the comments, wasn't she?
I'm fine. I'm here.
I'm not missing.
I am fine.
She also said, she is good. I'm perfectly fine. Take this down, they're telling the police. I am not missing. She's not missing. I am not missing over and over again.
She's literally not missing.
and then on her page,
pretty sure she's not missing.
Her mom is crazy.
She posted. Did you see what she posted on her page? Show that. My mother is making the police department post me missing, but who would want to go home to stuff like this? This is too much, and I'm not missing. And it shows text messages with the mother, and look what the mother says. Keep going. She goes, I hope they rape you, the mom says, and kill your ass so I can bury you and live in peace, you dirty dog. I wish I had an abortion. My life would be so great. No headaches. First of all, I guarantee you, if this woman had an abortion, her life really would probably be not that much different than it is right now. Let's be honest. I highly doubt like this kid is the reason that you're a piece of shit.
No,
but,
that was in place long before she had any children. Yeah.
Right. And so the mother's name is Sylvestine Barjolo. Okay. And I looked up her court cases, and she has quite a bit of things. So she's currently facing charges in Worcester Superior Court for manufacturing and distributing cocaine. That's not good. She also has a plethora of other Google trophies, including assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, receiving stolen property, drug charges, larceny, driving without a license multiple times, and failure to provide DNA, which I've never seen that one before. God knows what that is.
That's refusing a swab when they go to take a swab from your mouth to compare you against other DNA evidence, and you refuse to give it.
Correct. And so she's, she's, let's see here, prosecutor.
She's not got a lot of respect for law and order. I would.
No, not a lot. And she has a thing about getting knocked up by hood boogers.
Here's the thing. What sort of punishments has she had for all that long list of trophies there?
Nothing.
Whatever it is, it ain't a deterrent, is it? Because she just goes straight back out and reoffends.
Right. And so look at did you see the dad in this case?
Oh, the flat
brim
guy. Yeah, he's
flat
a
brim
legend
guy
in his own right. There he is.
There he is.
Always the hat.
So his name is Nelson Sadie, and he was sentenced to 46 years in Walpole in 2010 for selling cocaine with his brother George, who was later shot and killed.
Cocaine, and he sells cocaine.
It's the family business. He got out in 2013 and immediately began to scam this criminal justice reform liberals by pretending that he planned to turn his life around. They did a puff piece about him, about how he's part of this state initiative about like getting clean, blah, blah, blah. That was written in 2014. And he claimed to be a natural born hustler. But since then, he's had subsequent arrests for driving without a license, indecent exposure, assault on battery on a household member, and 2 separate cocaine distribution charges. And that was in 2019. That was with her. While he was living with her, they sold.
Am I right in thinking that the lady in this case, what Warner Brothers would deem Sylvestine the twat, is she not involved in running non-profits?
Yes, that is what she's involved in.
Is this not another thing that's becoming the ratchet signature of choice, if you like?
Yes, non-profit.
Non-profits.
So let me read this affidavit from 2014 here. In 2014, the missing 15-year-old girl's aunt applied for custody after finding her and her 3 siblings home alone with a burning stove when the girl was 9. So, this woman's been a deadbeat for years. And, she's been evicted several times. She's currently in housing court right now. She's been evicted from this place, and she's not paying her dues. And did you see who's representing the landlord?
Oh, it's your mate from the gym.
Ah!
Yep, asshole.
I'm like, dude, people are still paying this guy to conduct law. Keep going.
Oh my God, he's off his head. That bloke. He's mental.
There he is, Mike Shivick. Can we play the
Shivick.
tape of him confronting me at the gym? Play the tape.
I'm amazed he could get through the door of the gym, the fat bastard.
I can't believe this guy is still doing law. This guy, go read the Mike Shivick blog if you guys haven't read those.
They were hysterical in their own right.
Oh my God, he's such
This
a
is a
fucking
lunatic.
psycho. He said he was going to sue the Leicester Police Department. He confronted me at the gym there. There he is.
Look at him trying to be a
I
big
think
guy.
having come up and accosted you at the gym, sent you a snotty email saying stop contacting me.
Yeah.
Right.
Play
Yeah,
this
he was
tape.
the bloke who turned up at your gym.
5.5 million, right?
That's actually never happened.
You're not.
Nope.
So what's that lawsuit? What's that letter asking for $5.5 million?
Just setting out the factors in case anything else happens. You left out a lot of important information.
Okay,
as well.
but you said you weren't. You said you were arrested under false pretenses. Is that what you said? You were like they should not have towed your car.
Well, there's some other issues there that I can't comment on because it's ongoing litigation, which I've tried to tell you already, and you've surprised me.
And you're accusing the police of conspiring against you.
I'm not saying that that's exactly the case, and again, I can't comment on something that's an ongoing issue. And you've kind of surprised me here by pulling out the camera.
I mean, you kind of came over to me.
Well, no, I saw you here.
Yeah.
I realized you'd read the article, and I just wanted to introduce myself.
Well, yeah, then you said you were going to sue me. You said you were going to sue me.
That never happened. That
You
literally
just
never
said, oh, you said you're not going to sue me.
That never
You just
happened.
came over and you said, I'm going to sue you.
Those words have never come out of my mouth. You've been playing gotcha since day one.
Yeah.
I've got you in writing. I have no
So you're
problem
not-
with you.
you're not
I've never
gonna
met you. No, I've never met you before.
Okay.
I know what you do. And,
So you're not going to sue. Is that what you're saying?
no one has said that. No
You
one
just
said
came
that.
over here and said that to me.
That never happened.
Okay, now that the
But you did
camera's
tell me that you
rolling.
called me last night.
I did.
During the show.
Yes.
But I'm not going to be able to appear on your show
For
because
an
it's
interview.
ongoing litigation that I can't comment on.
Right. So you understand everything in the article is just screenshots that you put on Facebook.
Well, I can't comment on that. Again,
Well, you don't have to. You already did.
I'm not commenting on that. I can't comment on that. You're trying to play gotcha.
No, I mean, it's just screenshots of
I
things
tried
that
to be
you
polite,
posted.
Aiden. I tried to be nice.
Well, you came over and you said you were going to sue.
No,
That's
I
not
never
very
said
polite.
those words. Those words never came out of my mouth.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
So I don't give you consent to record me.
I don't need your consent.
I don't give you consent to record me, and I don't give you consent to release that.
Okay.
But I do appreciate what you're doing to me.
Okay.
It's your job, and you make money off of it. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Okay.
But I'm not going to come to this gym anymore because you're becoming hostile and doing this
sorry to
to
hear
me.
that.
So I apologize for upsetting you, and I guess I just won't come to the gym anymore.
Sounds good. And he's never been back since. I used to see that
He
guy.
hadn't been before either. Look at the
No,
state of it.
I used to see that guy at the gym. He always wore that Kansas City Chief Derek Thomas jersey, and I remember looking at him like, this guy looks so ridiculous. He would go on the treadmill with that, like run, like, dude, why are you wearing that shirt every fucking time you come to the gym? And he, like, I'm sitting there, I'm at a bench, right? I'm trying to work out a little bit. Guy comes over me, he confronts me. And I'm like, okay, he threatened to sue me before that. And that's why I took the camera out and I started recording. He's like, oh, you're being hostile. That was my favorite. And he goes, so I'm never going to come back here. And he never did. And I'm like, I preemptively, after this was over, I went to the West Boylston police station to file a report because I'm like, I bet you he went there. And they go, is this about the Planet Fitness thing? I'm like, yep. Has Shivick been down here? Yep. I'm like, of course he has. Well, here's what really happened. I showed him the tape, and I'm like, it is what it should have a Dave Thomas
The thing
jersey.
was,
Well, they're both dead.
when you did that the first time, I just assumed he'd gone to your gym to harass you a bit, and because he doesn't look like he's ever been through the door of a gym in his life. But you said you'd seen him there
I'd
previously.
seen him there before, and he
Oh,
recognized me.
I'm staggered. I thought he just turned up on a pretext. Oh, I'm here at the gym, and hey, there's that Aidan Kearney dude. I better go and have a word. I just thought he'd used it as a pretext to come and talk to you. But you're
sued
saying
a guy.
he'd actually been there before.
Yeah. And he sued a guy who shared my blog, and then he took it back. Like, this guy, talk about, he's like another Gaffney, another guy abusing the court system.
Sue people for sharing blogs. That's Ryan
You can-
Waters'
Ga-
territory, isn't it?
Yeah, you can sue anyone for anything in this country, unfortunately.
No, freedom.
Yeah,
He's
freedom.
like the most
yeah.
hobo attorney I've ever heard of. Like, he's just like a hobo. Like,
Yeah.
why would you Google this man and be like, that's who I need to represent me? Who the hell
Right.
would like do that?
I don't.
Yeah,
know
I
the
wouldn't.
My favorite
employ
part
him
is like
ever
you
to
record him
represent
blatantly the
me.
whole
Yeah.
time, and then at the end he goes, "I don't give you consent to record me." Like, dude, you're still doing it the whole time.
Oh.
And he thought you were hostile then. He does not know you because
You have
didn't even
no
change tone.
reasonable expectation not to be recorded in public.
Right. And so this woman, by the way, she ended up commenting on our page. The mother, the deadbeat mom, she comments on our page.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh. And so then she messaged me, and I go to the
Steve.
messages, and it's like 5. She goes by Sylvestine Barjolo on Facebook, and the first 5 messages from her are all unsent, and then the only thing that has not been unsent says, "I'm reporting you to the police." That is the only thing. And then she's been commenting on the page ever since then, but she's not, and she's posting Buffalo Bruises and the Storm stuff. So again, we got
getting death threats.
no, but she's not even doing that.
that's next.
She's just another member of Team Storm. they're not sending their best. So I'm going to call her right now.
Excellent.
Oh, she's not answering. That's a shame. Okay. So she's not answering. And again, this is just like Krusty Panties. I hate even bringing her up, but it's just the same thing. Like Krusty Panties had a 15-year-old who ran away. Why did she run away? Because your mom's a deadbeat. That's why. So it is what it is.
Krusty Panties made up a story about finding her.
Did you see what accidentally ended up in this? Deb, did you happen to see that? What accidentally ended up?
Did what a little Teresita Mendoza comment?
Yeah, no, go up. Do you see the courthouse records?
Oh, the courthouse records.
Yeah, look at some of those.
Oh,
courthouse
Catherine
records.
Peter. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, what was that? What was that? Housing court. Did you see it?
Yeah,
You
I
see this?
stopped on that too. I did see that.
Yeah, go back and let's see that real quick. I'm surprised more people didn't notice this. I don't know how this ended up in the blog. What is that?
I
No,
missed
you just
it.
went by it. Oh, what does this say? Let's see. A&R Property Management and Holding Companies versus Catherine Peter. Andrew, and then it's against
Andrew Johnson. Huh.
That's the fiance, husband.
Not the guy she's married to, is it?
Yeah, no. And it's a final judgment against him. So remember though, her ratchet days are behind her. They're just, a couple of years ago, she's getting judgments against her for not paying rent. And then more housing court in 2011, 2013, and 2014. Always the defendant always loses. That's kind of the similarities here. But again, she goes after First Amendment auditors. She goes after First Amendment auditors. So she's the good guy.
Well,
she's the good guy.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing. She's quite the scam artist. She's quite the scam artist as far as, like this other woman's too stupid, obviously, to like get people to, follow along and think she's a good person. This other one, she's just a mastermind at convincing retards that, I'm actually a good person. And I go,
yes,
I go after the person.
I use a new long word every week, and therefore I'm really clever. Follow me.
And word of the day calendar, yeah.
Yes.
It's a rental.
This week's word is disingenuous. I will use it 17 times in my 2-hour show about an auditor.
Yes, but remember, I jerked off one time, so I'm actually the bad person, as it turns out. So shame on me.
Aidan, man, I hate it.
Just for the record, I've still never seen that, and I never will.
No, I've never seen it either, guys. The face.
You know why? I don't care.
Yeah, kind of gay. Kind of gay. Also, you're not gay. Also,
I'm
you're
not
not gay.
interested. Yeah. Secondly, show me a grown man who hasn't masturbated in his life, and I'll show you a liar.
Yeah, well, they'll say, "Oh, they didn't make a video." Oh, get over it. I made a video.
We're all colossal wankers. Let's face it.
Do we even have time? For what was the last one?
We have Newton and we have Templeton. Pick one.
What was the Newton and Templeton?
Newton was the murdery guy. He wanted to murder Samuel Alito. Overdose.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one real quick, and then we'll end it.
Anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Any donos?
Let me check. Yes.
Oh, while you're checking, well, based on we always say like. So whoever's here, hit the thumbs up and like.
Yeah, seriously.
If you ever want to help
how many likes
as
we got?
well, sharing the YouTube video also helps the Argo.
We're up to 93. We got a couple hundred people. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. That helps.
And share it as well. That helps.
Yeah, that too. And subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Okay. So we got a turtle chat.
X out of chat and then hit the thumbs up and then go back in and hit live chat. You'll come right back.
So we got one here from Martha. She says $25. She says, please quit ragging on the boomers. Ratchets are all stupid no matter what their age. Millennials by no means have a lock on the brains in this world. First of all, I don't think she's really a boomer. I don't think she's that old. And Waquoit is pronounced Waquoit. Waquoit. Like the game of quoits.
Yes, like the game of quoits.
Accent on the first syllable. You are a washer story. Okay.
So the accent's on the first syllable, so it's Waquoit. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. I apologize, Martha. I didn't mean anything against boomers.
It looks kind of French, though. It looks more like Waqua.
Waqua. Okay.
Waqua.
So thank you, Martha. I appreciate the dono. I really do. Okay. So let's make fun of this asshole and end the night. So this I got sent.
Oh, this asshole. Yes, please.
So obviously so here's my thing with. And thank God we've moved past this abortion thing. I think, I hope I can't do it anymore. And you know, I did a whole stream on it last Friday about all the dumb takes online, whatever. So it's just become my biggest issue with this is how it's like you're not even allowed to have the alternate opinion. Like with this one, it's just like you're not even allowed. Like you had to shut the fuck up with this one, or else you're gonna lose friends. And whereas with me, it's like I see a lot of stupid opinions I disagree with. I'm not gonna stop being friends with you because of that, even though I disagree with you on this particular topic. I'm not gonna stop being friends with you over this. And you know, I'm not gonna say. And these people, they just think that because they are in the majority, they are the majority. My opinion is the minority one, right? And I know that, and that's fine. But they think that, like, because their opinion is the majority one, they can just go around saying fucking fucked up shit. And this guy just takes it too far. He takes it one step too far. So let's see what this guy had to say. So he's an attorney. He works for Rodman Employment Law, which is just too fucking ironic. Oh my God. Employment.
To anyone else, does this picture look like he has a boner when he's running?
Is he like Shivick's?
What is that thing?
I think it's just his pants, like in the motion, but
What is it with these
couldn't like stop
bastard
looking at it.
lawyers?
It looks like a tiny dick.
And by the way, how does somebody running a marathon, how are you still that fat while running the marathon? Like, shouldn't you be losing weight?
Maybe
Anyway,
that's at the start.
because he looks skinnier in the next picture.
Here, yeah. Wow, those
Yeah.
are great
That's at the
marathons.
finish. Yeah, that's
By
at the
end,
finish.
he was phenomenal.
He lost 58 pounds during the marathon.
And by the way,
That's the
look at
before
next-
and after as well. That's the size he was at the start of the marathon was the Rock, and then
keep going. This is the greatest picture,
What
dude.
the fuck is that?
Dude got a pink pussy yarmulke. That
Oh
is,
my God.
oh my God, that is so woke. The pink
Sophie
pussy
Kelly.
yarmulke. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Has he been discovered murdered by Ben Shapiro since that photo was taken?
so anyway, this guy, you know, he's full of rhetoric about. They're just so, like, they love to just blame you for killing people. Like that's their thing, and calling you Nazis. If you've ever supported Donald Trump, you did this. So this child was separated from her mom at the border in ProPublica, which is probably just bullshit. You are responsible. Listen to it, own it. Just that type of rhetoric, like you did. Bitch, I didn't do this. I didn't separate them. Obama did that.
That was Obama's laws that did
Yeah,
that.
it was
Exactly.
Obama. I didn't do that. Obama did that. Please tell me that. Anyways, the guy's just full of rhetoric. Anyway, so let's see what he has to say about the Supreme Court justices, shall we? So he goes, there's only one solution, people. Is this a final solution? Okay. The justices who voted for this need to be permanently eliminated.
Oh.
Now, keep in mind, this guy's an attorney. Like, you work for judges. Like, you know you can't do this. You understand?
He should understand where the lines of the law lie as to what you can say and what you can't say. Yeah.
Also, like, you respect the law. We don't go around eliminating judges just because you don't like their rulings. That's not what we do in a civilized society. Protests are useless. Whining is useless. You know what has to be done, so someone go do it. Otherwise, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. And then he goes on, in case he was
the biggest irony about that comment is, before you move on, go back up, please, Deb, to that last comment. This is an overweight attorney posting on social media, and he's not going to do it himself because he says someone go do it, but it says whining is useless, and yet that whole post is him whining.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, look what he says underneath that. See his next post. If I ever learn to use a rifle, the first man I want in my sights is Samuel Alito. I mean, what are you thinking? What are you thinking posting something like that on social media if you're an attorney? And then he goes on to say, a woman tries to help him out. She's like, oh, but how? I sure don't know. That guy that got arrested outside Beer Bret's house was on the right track, because if you watch MSNBC, you might not know this, but somebody tried to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh a couple weeks ago. After the leaking, the case was, the draft was leaked intentionally so that people would, react like this guy's reacting violently.
Yeah, he travelled. The guy who they arrested, who luckily, even though it was like the wee small hours of the morning, Kavanaugh had people posted outside his house, and
Right.
the guy got out of a taxi and saw the law and started going, oh, and kind of panicked. And that's the only reason they said, "Excuse me, sir, why are you getting out of a cab in front of Justice Kavanaugh's house at 2:00 in the morning with a suitcase?"
So Barack Obama tweeted obviously something about today the Supreme Court not only reversed 50 years of blah, 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 blah. So this is the big thing that the liberals were against with this. They're like, oh, you're overturning prior decisions. It's like, yeah, that's what the Supreme Court does. Like Plessy versus Ferguson was overturned by Brown versus Board of Education. Korematsu versus United States was overturned. Like a lot of Supreme Court cases get overturned all the time. So act like you're against overturning Supreme
If
Court
they didn't
cases.
get overturned, you'd still have
Right.
segregated schools. Yeah.
So Senator John Cornyn responds to Obama and says, now do Plessy versus Ferguson and Brown versus Board of Education. The obvious point that Cornyn was making here, which anyone who's being, not lying to themselves is making. So anybody who's being not trying to be disingenuous can look at this tweet and say that, oh, he's making the point that like sometimes Supreme Court decisions are overruled and that's a good thing. But no, not these dumbasses. These dumbasses take it as, oh, sounds like you're arguing for a return to segregated schools.
No.
Oh, you fucking liar. You fucking liars, these people. And one of the people that fell for this, go down, Deb. Keep on going. You with us, Deb? Did we lose Deb?
I think we lost her.
All right, I'm going to share mine then. All right. So obviously then one of these people, and this is what he says about Cornyn over that tweet. If you think anything short of drastic action will fix these people, you're lying to yourself. And then somebody tries to give him an out. Somebody's like, hey, the same court made it easier to get a gun. They're giving you the blueprint. Okay. And then she says, geez, Greg, the word choice is a bit, I think maybe we should pack the court. Like she's usually being like, maybe don't threaten.
Here's another illegal solution, but not quite as bad as yours.
Well, she's like, maybe she's giving him an out. Maybe don't do that, Greg. And she's like, oh no, I know what I'm saying. It's the only solution. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, I found this post from him in 2018 that is just too ironic. He posts the following. He goes, under USC 18, whatever, this constitutes a bodily threat against a member of the United States Congress and is a felony punishable by 5 years in prison. And if someone said it about Donald, you can be damn sure he'd be insisting they serve every day. And so what was the threat from Donald Trump? He says, oh, Congresswoman, I don't know if you remember that video, Dave, of when Maxine Waters said that you need to confront Trump.
Yes.
Supporters at the gas station and the grocery store and all that. And so Trump responds to that by saying, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, an extraordinary low IQ, has become, together with Nancy Pelosi, the face of the Democratic Party. She just called for harm to supporters, of which there are many, of the Make America Great movement. Be careful what you wish for, Max. It's like a joke. Like, okay, you're going to threaten us, Maxine, chill the fuck out. That is not a threat. That's Trump responding to a threat and saying, maybe don't threaten my supporters because my supporters don't play. That's not even remotely considered a threat. What she said is a threat. What he said is not a threat. And this guy,
Waters was
hold on. And so what she's saying is not a threat. Okay. What she said is a threat. What Trump said in response is not a threat. And now this guy wants Trump arrested for saying that. And then 4 years later, what does he do? Explicitly say we need to start assassinating Supreme Court justices with guns. Just like, I'm like, not like anything vague. It's like, no, I want to shoot. Oh, which ones? Samuel Alito and Brett Kavanaugh specifically. I want to shoot them in the head. Oh, okay then. So yeah. Anyway, he has been fired. I assume, because he is. We lose you there, Deb.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my computer just
Okay.
exploded.
So anyway, he's been fired. He's gone. Another one in the turtle. A lot of people got added to the Turtleboy graveyard this week. If I look back on it, who was added? This guy got added.
When you see that picture of him there, by the way, just go back
What?
up to that. Is his head upside down? The hair's all in the wrong place.
Right?
You could actually see that. Yeah, I could totally see.
It would work. It would work.
It would work.
Oh,
Yeah.
another one added to the. I mean, think of all the graveyard. We added Foho to the graveyard this week.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy went to the Turtleboy graveyard
That
this
was
week.
amazing. That letter. That was
The Mark
cool.
Mendoza letter.
I love
So
Mark.
we sent a bunch of people to the Turtleboy graveyard this week, and hopefully
it's
some
been a
more. So we'll
Good
see.
week.
So,
There's
all right,
gonna be fraudulent GoFundMe to the graveyard next.
why don't we do a little Ask Turtleboy? If you guys have any questions, fire away. If not, we'll call it a night.
It's good to have been back, by the way. I've missed this.
No, glad to have you back, mate.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, old chum.
Yeah, I can't believe you
You
didn't
saw
call.
a bit to see the Sharks today.
What was that?
Did you see the pictures on Facebook? I went to see Turtles. and
I
Sharks
did.
on the same day.
I did. One of my favorite things and one of my least favorite things.
Exactly. I thought you'd enjoy that contradiction of them being in the same building.
You see the feds had a march? Yeah. So there was like some more white supremacists marching around Boston today. Whenever I see that, I'm like, oh, the feds are at it again, huh? And conservatives see right through. We're like, oh, looks like the FBI works on the weekends, I see. Because whenever you see white supremacists march, just assume they're feds. They're all feds. Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
half of them are blokes they've twisted their arms and coerced them into coming along.
What do you think about the bribe trade? I love it. I love Danilo Gallinari. My big thing, the big thing the Celtics needed coming into this, they needed a 3-point shooter off the bench. And it's nice to have Gallinari. He's actually a starter most of his life. He's a 15, 16 point a game guy. He's a great shooter because he's European. They have to be. And so that's a great pickup, like a perfect pickup. I also said, what do we need? We need a real point guard that doesn't turn the ball over. What do we got? One of the most efficient point guards in the league, Malcolm Brogdon. Dude, we got it. We're going to win it next year. Trust me. We're ready. We're ready. We'll be back. We got a lot better this week. Exactly. A lot
Can I put some money on that now? Because, the season hasn't even long way off. Just ended.
I'm sure you can.
Can I put money? Well, no, I'm sure I can. Sorry, I phrased that badly. Should I put money on the Celtics?
Oh, yeah. I would definitely bet on the Celtics. I love them. So I'm biased, but.
That's what I'm worried about.
Anybody else have any other comments? When will you have an update on Monica? I mean, I write about Monica every other fucking week. All the time. Whenever anything happens, I'll write about her. The Bone Ride was good. Watched Turtle Club last night. I talk about it. So, again, you want to find the good shit, listen to Turtle Club. Okay, anybody else?
People want to know what you're doing on the 4th.
What am I doing on the 4th? Nothing. No plans. It's a Monday, so working, I guess. I don't know.
No fireworks, though.
What's
Not
up
in
with
Massachusetts, the only
no.
state in the USA where you're so free you can't even let off a firework.
Seriously.
Right?
What's up with the New Hampshire recovery group? I got nothing. Not much new on that. So, I don't think. I mean, I wrote a blog about it. I don't really have that much to say, other than what's in the blog. Okay, enough with the Monica shit. All right. So, anyway,
When's her trial coming up, though? Do we know?
I actually will be with my kids. So, like I am every day. So there you go. There's that. What was that? When's the trial?
Monica's actual trial? Yeah.
March
2023. Yeah.
Oh God, not till next year.
Yeah.
Oh God, there was all that pages of information they were still wanting to gather, wasn't there? There was millions of pages. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I guess we'll call it a night then. Please give us a thumbs up, guys, if you haven't done so already. We're up to 114. I see 160 people still watching. Give us a thumbs up, guys. That really helps. Leave a comment afterward. It helps the algo. And make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And we will see you guys all for the next episode of Turtleboy Live on Tuesday.
Peace.
Peace, Turtle Riders.
Good night.